Welcome to my masterclass. I'm Isabel, both of you know me, and I am super thrilled to show you today how to overcome fatigue, procrastination, and get energized within minutes without spending tons of money or time on complicated diets, at a gym, or on crazy workouts. So you have the confidence, clarity, and focus and power to pursue not just your intentions, but also to realize your goals that you have set for yourself. How is this working? Well, it's all going to be about personal energy management, what it is, and how to master your personal energy levels. Just want to let you know before we start. So this session is recorded. You can, of course, take notes, but you will get the recording afterwards. Okay, and now let me just get to sharing the screen so that you can see a little bit more of what's going on in this presentation. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's just move this somewhere else. Okay. Okay, you see the screen?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. So, oh, there's somebody else coming in. I just let them come in as we continue. So, okay. I am really super glad to have you all here with me today. And let me know, actually, hi, Bill. Let me know from where you're dialing in so that we see as we are having the people coming in from where across the globe you are coming. Just write it down in the chat.
And
Yeah, Frankfurt. Okay. Sparks, Nevada. Wilmington. Okay, great. So now I'm guessing for a lot of you, this probably isn't your first attempt or your first training to overcome exhaustion, overwhelm, procrastination, right? And if you've tried to stick to your intentions and stay energized, focused, and motivated sustainably in the past you didn't quite hit the mark, I want you to know it's not your fault. There's just so much information out there, what to do, how to do, and it can feel overwhelming. So that overload often keeps us from moving forward. So if you struggled before, I understand, but you're in the right place now. I would actually like you to again write into the chat on a scale of 1 to 10. What is your energy level today or now? Just hit like 1 or 2 or 3, or maybe you're on a 10. 7, 7. Nice. Okay, good. Wonderful. Many of us have been not having a lot of power lately. You guys are doing great with 7. That's wonderful. Sometimes we are feeling like we are failing despite all of our best efforts, right, to keep our energy level up and not really managing it. And it's important to understand that if you in the past didn't know how to manage this and how to keep your energies up, it doesn't define how you can do it in the future. You can rewrite your script every day, actually today. Often it's not about your abilities, but about having the right strategies and support. So if you've tried before and didn't get the results you wanted, it's not because you're incapable. It's because you didn't have the right tools or the right tools for you or the right guidance at that time. And if you've been worried that you just can't succeed handling or managing your own energy levels sustainably, not knowing what your energy body consists of, let alone how to recharge your energies, let's put those worries and doubts to rest. You absolutely can do this. You just need the right guidance and a clear path, and that's exactly what we are going to cover here today. So I'd like to know again, who of you is maybe like pretty new to any kind of energy work? Then just type new in the chat, and it's not a problem at all. If you are more a person who's already experienced some energy work with other people or with yourself, just write experienced in the chat so that I can adapt this little masterclass and presentation really according to your needs. Wonderful. Thank you, Sarah. New to energy work, experienced with coaching. Thank you, Julia. Okay. So now I want you to imagine for a moment what it would feel like to always having the focus, the clarity, and the energy level you want to have to achieve your goals, your dream life, without feeling either all over the place, overwhelmed, or exhausted and in constant procrastination mode. Actually, I like you to close your eyes for a moment and think about the joy, the relief, and the sense of accomplishment that you would experience. How would that feel to you? Actually, I want you to paint the picture vividly in front of your mind's eye. See, sense, and feel it. Where would you be? Outside, indoors, on an island, in a house? What were you wearing? Who's there with you? How does it look? How does it taste? How does it even smell? And what do you feel? Yeah, bathe a little bit in that. And if you really see the situation vividly and feel it and taste it and smell it, I want you to come back here and open your eyes again. Because that was actually just a glimpse into your future. You see, your dreams are not out of reach. Today is the day to start believing in them again and to take the steps towards making them a reality. You have the potential to turn your dreams into your new reality, and I'm here to help you do just that. So my goal for this presentation is to help two types of people. If you're just starting out with personal energy management and don't even know what it is or what your energy body is, you're going to learn how you can be aligned in body, mind, heart, and soul, connected to your whole self and energized whenever you want. And for those of you who are more experienced, you'll discover how to take full responsibility over your energy body and your energy relationships with others and recharge your batteries in minutes. There's something here for everyone. The truth is, I designed this masterclass to make one big domino fall for each of you. If you're a beginner, you'll consciously experience your energy body and learn about the tools you need to recharge your batteries fast and effectively. And if you are already more experienced, you'll find strategies to take your success to a more sustainable level, kind of lasting level. But who am I to tell you all of this? I know that some of you know me, but let me give you a little bit more of a background. So I am a German Haitian by birth, as you know, and I am a holistic health and life coach and an executive life coach and practitioner in energy management. And I'm also the proud mother of an adult son. I was growing up between Germany and Haiti with my German dad and my Haitian mom. And I did studies in business administration. So I have my MBA and got that in Europe started working a little bit all over the place in Europe and became a vice president in leadership development and talent management. I was working for big global corporations with over 120,000 employees living and working in big cities. And together with my team back then, we were responsible to design and implement strategies for our talents and leaders to perform well and to thrive in their careers, in their professional lives, and the benefit, obviously, of our employer, the company. That was pretty much rewarding. I climbed the career ladder, but it was also a very, very competitive environment. And for me personally, a very exhausting lifestyle. I come to that in a minute. And over the past 12 years, actually, I invested myself, therefore, more into the personal development of my clients and into my personal thriving. It's for me important to align and balance career goals with personal goals. You cannot tell them apart for me. So I worked hard to realize my dream of thriving personally and professionally while living and working between Germany and Haiti and becoming a first-time entrepreneur, creating my own holistic health and coaching business, and living a life on my terms with joy and amazing clients, enough me time in nature or by the ocean, and a lot of quality time with my son and friends. I recently even became the caregiver to my elderly mom that I took in to live with me. And nevertheless, I generate enough energy to start some new hobbies. I went hiking on the Pico Duarte, which is the biggest mountain in the Caribbean, close by to where I live. I started playing pickleball, belly dancing, and I'm rarely ever exhausted or depleted anymore because I learned to recharge my energies whenever needed. I even healed the root causes of my former exhaustion and depletedness states. And I've been honored to guide my clients break free from their limiting beliefs and release emotional wounds and to tap into their full potential, have the energy to realize their dream career and their balanced dream life. But let me tell you, it wasn't always that way. Just a few short years ago, I was actually often exhausted, kind of constantly feeling heavy and worried and not being very sure of myself, wondering how to make it all work. I was still working in the corporate world, having a full-time job and having to take care of my son. And I was starting to put everybody else first. Actually, I was not starting doing this. That was kind of my default mode. I was wanting to be the perfect mother. I wanted to have happy clients. I did everything to have like the best colleagues and that my boss would be happy with my results as well. And that led to a nice career, right? I stepped up the career ladder, but inside I was getting kind of empty and not fulfilled anymore. And not just that, I started to have ailments. So I have an eczema since birth that just started to really show really bad effects. And I ignored that, just continue working and trying to be there for everybody in the way that I can best do. Just at one point, this ailment was getting too big and I was not able to manage it anymore. Even doctors and other specialists couldn't help me. I was starting to have kind of infectious outbursts. I even had a week where my eyes were so infected from nobody knows where, and I couldn't even open them for a week. And I started to obviously become really depressed and did not know what to do anymore. And then 15 years in the same company, I was thinking maybe I should change the job, but I just didn't know how to. And in the state I was in, obviously, I didn't feel like at a place where I would say like, yes, I'm sure of myself, and I just show up and apply for another job. So this point of feeling exhausted and not knowing what to do really, really was stressful for me. And I remember this one specific day when I had lunch with a business partner, an external business partner, that would turn my life completely, because we were just having lunch and we're talking about the project I was still working on. And he just asked me out of the blue, "So how are you doing?" And I just burst and cried. I don't know why. I couldn't hold myself back. It was ridiculous sitting in this restaurant with all these business people around and me just breaking down. But he immediately understood what was going on because he knew me for a couple of months back then. And he just said straight to my face, "Isabel, if you're not going to change something about your life, you're not just wasting your career, you're wasting your life." And that hit me so much. I was really like, not just shocked because he said that, but it hit me because it was the truth. I was so incapable of changing anything anymore in my life. I was just trying to cope with everything, and it was suffocating me. I was not being able to do anything, and things were definitely not going well. So actually, without realizing it, this guy became my first mentor. And what I realized too then was, even though all of the things around me were not helpful for me, I was being my biggest critic. I was being the biggest roadblocker in getting to being happy again, with all these limiting beliefs that I had and fears as well that I was just ignoring and never facing anymore. So let me share how I changed my life. And I created this method that changed everything for me and my clients as well. So actually, instead of doing more and collecting yet either another certification or just another project and doing the best I can do for everybody else, I actually stopped doing something. I stopped ignoring my inner calling. I stopped ignoring my dreams. Everybody has dreams. I wanted to live between Germany and Haiti. And back then I was still working in Germany, rarely coming to Haiti. And it was really a hard dream of mine to be able to work and live also in Haiti. And I was also actually stopping to put everyone else first, including my son. Yes. I was starting to do less and just be more. I paused that red race that I was in and acknowledged all I have, all I am, instead of constantly focusing on all that I wasn't and all that I thought I need. So this really moment of pausing and allowing whatever come up to come up, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And obviously, tons of fears came up and limiting beliefs. And I just stopped running away from those fears and I stopped ignoring my limiting beliefs. I started facing my fears of failing if I leave the corporate world and become an entrepreneur, for example. I was being so afraid of being broke and without any financial security if I leave that job or if I leave that company. And I didn't believe in myself anymore, finding somebody who would hire a leading working mother who wants to work part-time. Who's ever going to hire that person? Nobody. That was clear for me in my head. And then what would my parents think? And my friends, they say like, "Oh gosh, she's a loser. She left this job and now she's a nothing." And then I was thinking, can I keep my standard of living if I look for a smaller job or earn less? And how am I going to keep up like spending, paying our bills? And I want my son to have a nice life, right? And then all these limiting beliefs of not being good enough. That was crazy. But with the right support and guidance of my many teachers and mentors, I learned going right through my fears instead of ignoring them. I let go of my limiting beliefs really once and for all, and other inner blockages, emotional wounds that we all have, right? And I was replacing them with supporting beliefs and true self-love. And with personal energy management, what I'm going to introduce you to today, I realized that I can even have and maintain that so much faster than going through years of coaching or therapy. So that actually created so much energy within me and gave me so much clarity. And it brought completely new opportunities to me, just being open again and healed from all these past emotional baggage, I'd say. Once I applied what I learned, my life began to change in ways I never thought possible. But remember, I mentioned there's a framework to it that I developed and that helped me and my clients become and stay energized and confident durably. So here it is, the I Am method. I'm going to walk you through it. I call it the Personal Energy Management Mastery. It's a simple framework and it's powerful at the same time. And it's the key to unlocking your success sustainably. But first, let me introduce you to your energy body before we start explaining like what is the I for initiating and the A for activating and the M for mastering your energies. So personal energy management and your energy body is the foundation of everything we are going to discuss today. I like to start just with a little bit of theory. I promise we are going to get very practical in a moment, but let's start with this definition. Your energy body is the non-physical part of you that includes your emotions, feelings, thoughts, and life force. It's made up of energy centers and pathways that influence your health, mood, and overall well-being, connecting you to the world on a deeper, more intuitive level. So what does that really mean? Well, our brain and our hearts constantly produce measurable energy vibrations, right? There are brain waves, there's a heartbeat, and we can measure them. The ECG, the electrocardiogram, measures our heartbeat. And the EEG, the electroencephalogram, measures our brain waves. And so what comes from our heart and our brains are feelings, right? Feelings come from our hearts, thoughts come from our minds. And so everything is kind of energy. You can have thoughts and feelings that are all actually nothing else than vibrations, frequencies, and they are vibrating through our whole body and beyond. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions are energy. And thoughts, or just take more applied to you, your thoughts influence your feelings, and your feelings influence your emotions. And what is interesting, also vice versa. So your emotions influence your feelings, and obviously you have already experienced when you feel bad, you start, or when you feel negative, you start to have also negative thoughts. So they are low and high vibrational feelings, thoughts, and emotions. And they are also, as an example, high vibrational feelings and emotions like joy, gratefulness, love, and low vibrational emotions like shame, fear, jealousy, low self-esteem, anger, or hate. You probably just now have already experienced it a little bit just by hearing or saying these words. If you are talking about low self-esteem, anger, and hate, it kind of like takes space away and you feel more suffocated. It's limiting you, it's draining. So if we can change our thoughts, we can also change our energy, right? Because when we say like, I switched my thought that influences my feelings and my emotions, that's an energy state. So we can change from low vibrational to high vibrational thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Now, two things I really want you to remember. Number one cannot be happy and sad at the same time. right? You cannot be at a low and at a high vibrational energy state at once. And number two, low energies, low emotional vibrations are draining us, whereas high emotions, high energy vibrations are uplifting us and actually even healing us. When I first learned about personal energy management, I was a bit skeptical too. It was just like a theory to me then, and I needed to experience it myself. So I did some deep diving into traditional healing methods and also quantum energetic teachings. And after studying and foremost experiencing it, I realized just how effective and fast it can be and heal. That completely shifted my perspective on how to become and stay energetic and how to do it myself, literally on my own, anywhere and at any time. No need to run to a practitioner every time I'm down or to follow a guru or whatever it is. You will have the power to maintain and keep your energy level. Now I know some of you might be thinking, but does this really work? Or can I really do this? And trust me, I had the same doubts. But the beauty of this method is that it's designed to work for anyone willing to give it a shot. That means willing to try and to practice it. But enough of what I'm telling you, because obviously I'm super convinced of it. Listen to what my client Wambui Munene has to say. So Wambui Munene is from Kenya, and she is the founder and CEO of her own financial services company. She's the mother of 3 adult girls who are studying abroad, and she's also the caregiver to both of her elderly parents. When she came to me, she was extremely exhausted and actually burned out. She did not know how to make ends meet, like financing the studies of 3 children abroad, taking care of her parents, plus looking for new clients to make the money come in. And Wambui used my method and found clarity and her inner source of energy again. She got her confidence back and realized an important dream of hers, actually, going back to studying for a bigger dream of hers. I'm not going to read the whole of this to you, but just maybe the last sentence because it is so touching still for me. Whatever you did, whatever you unblocked, and giving me the power to summon positive energy and to teach me those energy management techniques, that has been so life-changing. Now, that's still touching for me, but this is exactly what it's all about. It's about empowering you. All right. The first step in our framework is the initiation to your energy body, allowing your body to clearly communicate with you and having your mind and your body, your physical body, being aligned. This is where we lay the foundation, and it's absolutely crucial to get this right. It's about having your mind trusting your body. So I'd like to guide you into our first exercise here, which comes from the kinesiology, and we will use, or you will learn how to use your body as a pendulum, being able to tell you very clearly yes or and no. So for that, I would like you to make sure that you sit upright in your chair and not lean back onto something. I want you to be able to tilt forwards and backwards. And you have your feet steady on the floor, ideally a 90-degree angle in your knee, but that's not the most important part. It's just important that you can tilt with your body and you put your hands just on your lap. And I'm going to guide you into this method where you will find out what your body's yes is and what your body's no is. The only thing you need to do is just to follow my voice and just listen to your feelings and to your bodily sensations. So, well, first maybe close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose And exhale through your open mouth. And then take another deep inhalation in through your nose, filling your belly. And as you exhale, let go of your jaw. Yeah. And another deep inhalation in through your nose. And with your next exhalation, let go of your shoulders. Yes. Very nice. And maybe one last inhalation deep into your belly, up into your chest. And this time as you exhale, let go of this point between your eyebrows, your third eye chakra. Yeah, releasing everything, no wrinkles on our forehead. And then just follow my voice and let your body respond. Dear body, please show me a yes. Dear body, thank you for showing me a yes. If you want, you can repeat these words internally to yourself. Just observe what is happening. Thank you, dear body, for showing me a yes. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes. Okay. You can open your eyes because maybe you might not have seen or felt something, but I did. So I saw some of you clearly tilting forwards. And I also saw somebody tilting a little bit backwards. And this is both right. This is your body telling you, this is my yes. And since we are not all the same, there are just obviously two options. So your yes can be either tilting forwards or backwards. But we are going to make now the test. What is the no? Just to see if that is calibrated in the sense of it should be obviously the opposite direction than your yes. So again, close your eyes for a moment. But we're not doing this by thinking the answer or by thinking where you want to tilt. I really just want you to connect again with your body. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and exhaling, and then just letting these words that I will tell you wash over you, and wait and let your body respond. Just focus on your bodily sensations and your feelings. Dear body, thank you for showing me a no. Dear body, thank you for showing me a no. Yeah, it's sometimes very subtle. That's okay. Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so you have experienced and again, it does not need to be big tilting, right? I just see you have been like a little bit tilting in one direction. So just that you know now what your yes and your no is. I assume that you were tilting in the other direction with a no question than with a yes, right? Okay. Not quite sure. Sometimes we just have to give ourselves a little bit more time. So this is obviously like a very new environment for some of you, but trust it that your body is very clear. But I want to go further because you might now think, yeah, Isa says these things and then I'm tilting forwards and then she says something else and I'm tilting backwards. And that comes from your mind. I want us to make sure that your mind trusts your body, your physical body. So it's about calibrating mental body and physical body. So we will go a little bit further and I will say some statements that you will just listen to and not answer out of your mind. And I don't even want to hear you telling me the answer. You don't have to write it. I again just want you to allow your body to answer to the statements that I'm going to tell you now. So again, just connecting with your body and have the intention of allowing your body to express itself, closing your eyes, make sure that your body can tilt in any direction that it wants. And I'm going to say a statement that you can, if you want to, repeat internally, but you can also just listen to it and let your body respond. I am 40 years old. I am 40 years old. Yes, allow this. Okay. Okay. And let's do another one. Outdoors, it is sunny, shining, and it's light. It's daylight, sunny and shining. Yeah. Okay. I have red hair. I have red hair. Okay, beautiful. You can again come back here. I saw you guys tilting, and obviously, I don't know how the weather is where you are at right now, but if you look outside and tell me that your weather is not, it's not daylight, maybe in Frankfurt it's already dark, I don't know, but did your body respond in the right way? Right? Isn't that amazing? And this was a very crucial moment because your mind was still thinking whatever Isa is saying, I know what is right. The body doesn't know anything. I'm here, the one who's in charge and knows everything. With this little exercise of just like asking your age and getting either the yes and no, like obviously everybody here who's not 40 should have get a clear no. And then also the hair color. Like, how should your body know your hair color? Obviously, your mind knows, but again, you got an answer that now your mind will trust the answers that your physical body is giving because your mind just got introduced actually to the power of the physical body. And this is a very important moment. This is how we calibrate our physical body with our mental body and our physical and our mental body, which is already a big part in energy work. Okay. When I first started working with this method, I realized how important it was to focus on what my physical body is capable of knowing and telling me. A quick story about when I overlook that step early on. I had a career path decision to make, right? I told you, like leaving the corporate world. And I took that decision only out of a rational mental reasoning. Only my mind telling me that's the right job, go for it. It was like my heart and my body were telling me something else, but I was ignoring that. I was like, no, Isa, you need the money, you need the safety, you need this big job, consultancy, that's it, go for it. It was a high paid job offer in a world leading consultancy firm. And I got the job and I succeeded financially. But my physical and emotional health, actually, were going downhill right after, within the first year. I was really starting not doing well. And I was always super tired. I cried easily. I ran into burnout, and this time even got a mild, but still a depression. And even though to the outside world, including my bosses, everything looked so great, right? I had a big status, I had a company car, a beautiful position, clients were happy, boss was happy, but I wasn't, because I'm just not made for consultancy world. And I just ignored that. And my body was giving me all these signs, even when I was taking the decision for the job, but even then within, and I was simply not listening to it. So that experience taught me just how vital it is to be connected and aligned in body, mind, heart, and soul, and how little it matters how it looks to others or to the outside world. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if my body lies, right? And believe me, I had that same thought too. But I found out by studying a little bit more into kinesiology that your body, and actually the body-skin relationship that we have, cannot lie. It's actually based on these, how do you call them? These lie detector machines that I think they used to develop them pretty well in the 50s, using them a lot in the 60s and 70s, that you can measure if somebody lies, right? You ask them a question and they are working exactly with this body-skin relationship, which comes from the kinesiology. So you ask a question, a person can say, no, or I didn't kill that person, whatever. But the skin is replying in a different way because that it cannot lie. So at the moment you have a discrepancy into what the person says and what the muscle and skin tone is answering, that's how all these lie detecting machines were actually built. So you don't need to worry about trusting your body. If you are aligned mentally, physically, and emotionally, and spiritually, everything will just fall into place for you. You just need to trust the process, and it's more manageable than you think. And I'm, again, not the only one who has seen these benefits of this step and of this method. Christian was a client of mine. He is a medical doctor and a psychiatrist, actually, and a very religious man. And he also had a career path decision to make and was very unsure, and worried and not clear. He had his work, he was working in his private practice for over 30 years, psychiatric private practice, and was doing well. But he was having this call of wanting to invest himself more in the church context. And that really was for him a dilemma, because he, on the one hand, really felt his calling being to work more in the church context, but also didn't want to let go of the private practice and the security of that income that comes with it, obviously, and the patients he had there. He was really all over the place and did not know how to take a decision and was unsure. So I applied, or he applied actually, this method and this exact step, and got so much more clarity and confidence about his future. It was all of a sudden just like, boom, clear. And then it was clear to him what to do, how, and when. So, it's really about following the process and trusting that it works. Now, after having initiated you to your energy body, let's move on to the second step. Remember, you all know your body's yes and your body's no right now, okay? Let's activate your energy body. This is where things really start to get interesting, because you will start experiencing methods, exercises, and feel more energy in your body and more energized right away. So again, let's do a couple of exercises, not too many. It's just like to give you a little bit of a feeling how this works. We will do some energy exercises. And again, I just want you to sit upright in your chair to be able to tilt forwards and backwards and be relaxed. And I'm going to guide you through energy body cleansing. exercise and an energy recharging exercise afterwards. So you can again just close your eyes and then just really again follow my voice, just having the intention to follow what I'm saying with all of your system or with all of your bodies, as I say, right? We have this physical, mental, spiritual, and energetic body, obviously. So just stand there, breathe in and out through your nose, have your hands again on your lap, shoulders are relaxed, connect with your whole body, and then allow to follow what you hear now. Everything that does not serve my system anymore will leave my body and goes back to where it belongs. Everything that does not serve my system anymore will leave my heart, my body, and my energy body and goes back to where it belongs. Any low vibrational energies or external energies that should still reside in my body will leave my body from my head down my neck and my shoulders, through my back and my hips, down through my legs, my knees, my ankles, and through the soles of my feet into Mother Earth, where they are welcomed and transformed. Any low vibrational or external energy that is still stuck in my body will leave my body from my head down my shoulders, my back, my hips, my knees, my ankle, through my feet into Mother Earth, where they are welcomed and transformed. Beautiful. Okay. Open your eyes again. Did you experience another feeling now? Or maybe I could even ask, did you experience your body tilting? Maybe did you experience your body tilting towards a yes? Because this is what our bodies do. When we clean our energy body, it shows you that it's in the cleansing process as long as it's tilting towards your yes. And usually we should stay as long in this tilting as it takes. And once your body tilts back into neutral, that's when the energy cleansing has been done. So I want us to do another exercise. That's one that's really to charge up your energies. So we have obviously different energetics in our body, but I will just do one overall global energy, like making your energy body complete, saying like this, okay? So for this, you will have your hands facing up, the palms facing up, and you can again just place them onto your lap and just again with your intention, follow my voice and what you hear. Take a deep inhalation in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Yeah. Thank you for charging me up with divine energy to 100%. Thank you for charging my personal energy up to 100% with divine energy to 100%. And just imagine through the palms of your hand, a beautiful white golden light coming into your palms and shining into your hand and then moving up your arm into your elbows, upper arm into your shoulders, and then filling your chest, your heart space, your belly, and all of your body with this beautiful golden white light. Thank you for charging my personal energy up to 100% with beautiful divine light. Beautiful. Yeah. And again, you can stay in it as long as you are tilting towards your yes. Or maybe we'll then be very long in our masterclass. But usually it goes pretty fast. So if you are good, come back and just write in the chat now if you feel that your energy is higher, if your personal energy is more complete or you feel more whole. Or maybe again with the, yes, thank you, with the scale of 1 to 10, where is your energy now? On a scale of 1 to 10. Yes, and then a visual. Wow. I haven't, wow, that is beautiful, guys. 9, 10, beautiful. This is really amazing. And this is just to give you a couple of little energy exercises as an example so we can clean our energy body. We can call our own energies back. We can boost our frequency of our energy body and we can protect our energy bodies. There's so much more that we can do just with these different kinds of energy exercises. But okay, let's move on. When I was introduced first to this activating my energy body, I had some doubts. It seemed too simple, but then I applied it and the results were incredible. I remember I was still working as a consultant with a lot of red-eye flights, waking up 4 a.m. in the morning to get a 6 a.m. flight, long office hours, back-to-back meetings, and rarely any longer breaks or pauses to recharge my batteries, right? And I was then just starting to learn about all of this, and I was focusing on my regular morning ritual to clean and activate my energy body in just 5 minutes every day. And that really helped me to stay energized, focused, and even more creative during the whole workday without needing coffee or going to the gym. Anyways, going to the gym was not possible if you wake up at 4 a.m. and are not home before 10 p.m. So that really allowed me to kind of survive and have my energies back whenever I want. Plus, it allowed me also to protect my own energies, even during, unavoidable meetings with draining people, right? These situations, that is just something that happens. We cannot avoid it all the time. Okay, so, but you might be wondering, this is a little bit too woo-woo, like, what is the science behind it? Or what if I just don't have enough me time to practice any strange looking energy exercises, right? And I get it. I had those same concerns. But what I discovered was that by sticking to my short energy exercises, and even if only during a 2-minute break in the bathroom, you actually free more time and high vibrational energies and you diminish unproductive time. And you'll be surprised how effective that is. Just look at my other client, Frédérique. She is a seasoned senior IT consultant, and she just has quit her job and was looking for a new job while wanting her energy back. She had a draining conflict going on with her sister, so not in her job, but in her private life. Things were really very hard for her for more than 2 years. They were fighting over how to take care about their parents and going to see the judges and everything. It was really a very difficult time for her. Plus, the job not being the right environment for her. That's why she had quit the job when she met me. And she implemented this step of just like doing regular energy exercises and having a me time ritual where she would do this regularly. And she went from exhaustion, overwhelm, and low self-esteem to pure optimism, confidence, and clarity about what she wants in her next job, clearly setting boundaries with her sister, and it even sparked up her romantic relationship with her partner. That happens too. If you are aligned in your energy body, it's not just like a compartmental area of your life that is doing better. You will do good all over and everywhere. So she managed to attract 3 new job offers just within 2 weeks, and she could choose from those. See, it's all about taking action as well and trusting the process. Okay, are you ready to learn now about the third step, mastering your energies? This is where you start seeing the real transformation because it will become second nature to you to communicate and really listen to yourself and your body in everyday situations, in decision making, and also in challenging encounters. You will use the personal energy management exercises automatically when needed. You will not just boost actually your energy levels, but actually be able to heal the root causes of your former exhaustion, fatigue, procrastination, whatever it was, energy blockers. So emotions, we said it, are energy, right? But it's more than that. Emotions are energy in motion, which means they are supposed to flow through our bodies. And very often that's what makes us being sick or having ailments is when energies for a long time have not flowed through us or we have kept them stuck. And that's very easy to explain because, as an example, in our culture where we grow up, for example, little girls are not supposed to be angry, right? So how can you show anger? And maybe anger is not a high vibrational emotion, but it is, everybody has anger sometimes, and you need to let it flow through your body. If you don't, it keeps being stuck there. And so like we have all these little angry girls inside of us because they were not allowed to show physically the anger. Or even another example is men crying or not crying, right? Because little boys are not supposed to cry. Don't show that you are sad or that you are hurt. So all of these emotions were stuck in their system, in their bodies. And over the years, that builds up. And there is a method that I call the 90-second rule that helps us actually to process emotions and let them again flow through our body because that's what they are meant to do. It's not that we are talking ever about bad or good emotions. It's just no matter if it's a high vibrational emotion like being in love and happiness and joy or being in a low vibrational emotion, the importance is that it has to flow through our body and not kept stuck. So this step was really a game changer. I remember when I first started using energetic communication, which means to not just do the whole energy exercises for me, but also start now to using it between me and others. And I was hesitant because I thought I can just manage and optimize my energy in my own little world but not interact with others, right? But once I did it, everything changed. It's actually about connecting energetically beforehand with the energy field of a difficult or conflictuous conversation partner at work or even in your private and your personal life. And it's not just about thinking it through, like we often prepare ourselves for a difficult meeting by thinking, okay, these are my points I'm going to address, and this is probably what the other person is going to say, and then I'm going to do this and that. But this is not what energy communication is about. We put ourselves in the other one's shoes beforehand and connecting with the electromagnetic field of the other one beforehand and listening to what they have to say. Yes, that works. It's a heart-to-heart experience, right? This is how I can say it. Yeah. So at this point, some of you might be thinking, but I've tried something like this before and it didn't work, right? So like, as I just explained, like you had all your arguments written down and then meet the person afterwards and the meeting still goes bad, or like the conversation goes downhill and you did not succeed in getting across what you wanted to solve with that person. But here's the thing, mastering personal energy management tools and exercises is differently, because you just really have to do and practice it, not just thinking it through. You will learn how to connect with others energetically. And you don't have to be perfect at it to see results. You just have to be honest and come from your heart and be consistent. So Wambui was in the same position, feeling overwhelmed and unsure. But after acknowledging and overcoming her fears and gaining again some self-confidence to speak up for herself, she saw not just how energy around a conflict changed, but also how her conflicting partner, ex-husband, brothers, how their energy changed and how the communication between them changed. See, it's all about making that commitment to follow through. And again, I'm not going to read the whole testimonial of what she wrote here, but it was so beautiful when she came back to me and told me this, that I just have to read parts of it again. And I have been so surprised by how much my family has been receptive about the things I told them and how much my relationship has improved with them, because before they could almost not talk anymore. And once she experienced this methodology and applied it and energetically connected with the electromagnetic field of her ex-husband and really was open and connected from heart to heart, the whole conversation, once she met him, was a whole different thing. And all of a sudden, he's ready to pay again for the children. And she just got her points through. Okay. But, well, no, sorry, that's not where I wanted to be. Where were we? Okay, sorry. Yeah. But how you constantly arrange yourself with an unpleasant situation at work or even at home in your personal relationship. And I know that too. Like, we have a conflict with somebody and we tend to not address it, or not as easy. And you just take on yet another responsibility without speaking up, without saying what you want, instead of setting your boundaries and expressing what you really need, what you really think, what you want and what you don't want. And then this conflict avoiding mechanism might work for a short moment, but be honest with yourself. You have already experienced that in the long run, you are actually more and more depleted and exhausted by not acting and not changing anything about your approach. And your problem actually gets bigger instead of getting solved. So imagine continuing down the same path, struggling every day with exhaustion, overwhelm, low self-esteem, procrastination, anxiety, or even sometimes sleeping issues, right? How much longer can you keep going like this before it takes a serious toll on your life? It's not just about being a little bit down and low in energy every now and then. It's about your overall health, your happiness, your peace of mind, and your future, and your relationship with your loved ones. So now, what if I told you that there's a way out of that struggle, a way to finally really tap into your full potential, be energized whenever you want, feel alive in your body, and confident and clear in your communication and in your actions? Imagine how your life could change, finally feeling energized, confident, and supported, and knowing that you took responsibility of yourself and your future. But again, don't just take my word for it. Listen one last time to what Wambui Munene has to say. She went, as I said, from overwhelmed and being angry, desperate, insecure, and exhausted to clarity, confidence, and communicating from a place of empowerment. Yeah. I was very cynical. I did not know what to expect, but from the moment I walked out of our session, it's like it came out a completely different person. I am such a completely, utterly different human being. I am a better woman. I am a better mother, and I have so much clarity about my life. Wow. That is still like she really put it on the point, and it was amazing to see that. That's impressive, no? And you can do too. You know, let's make it short. I'm offering you the chance to book a one-on-one call with me so you can find out for yourself how to get there, how to get to your goal, or how to overcome your procrastination, your being energetically low for yourself. So I offer these free discovery calls. Normally I charge 150 US, which I won't do this time. I'm offering it to you for free. And together during this call, we will create a roadmap to get you out of that pain and into the life you want and you deserve. Maybe let me just put this link if you want to book the call in our chat. So you can use that. And here's the catch. I'm only offering 3 free calls this month. So once they are gone, they are gone. And if you're ready to leave the struggle behind and move toward a brighter future, book your call now. Okay. I really invite you to do that for yourself. Yeah, just imagine like where you could be 3 months from now if you choose to take the steps towards a happier life. So I want to thank you very much for having been here with me today. I'm just stopping the sharing. Yeah. Okay. Good. So if some of you might think like, yeah, this sounds great, but I just don't have the time right now. How much longer can you afford to put off your dreams? And like, how much longer do you want to put off living happily and achieving what you really want to achieve? Because I think now is the perfect time.